And then we're starting a podcast right now.
And we're live.
Oh, dude. Hey, everyone. What's up, dude? Welcome to the podcast.
Yeah, we're workshopping names right now, so we're going to call it the podcast until then.
I thought we were calling it 6-Inch Kings.
Yeah, but that seems, I don't know.
It's aggressive.
It is aggressive.
It's real
and it's
aggressive.
Also slightly a lie.
Okay. Well,
we don't want to say 5.8-inch kings.
We're both, yeah. Anyway. 5.8-inch kings would be funny. You really do have to be close to this thing.
Yeah, to really get the full effect, but it's nice.
Yeah, it is nice. Okay. Maybe I'm too close. Maybe I am doing the ASMR thing. Maybe I should just...
I'm in the ASMR mindset right now.
Yeah, me
That's
too.
a gold mine. It's going to come back.
It never went anywhere, bro. The biggest content creator on YouTube making ASMR videos has like 5 million subscribers. Yeah. And she gets like 500,000 views per video. And she makes videos like three days a week.
You could spend one day just making videos for the rest of the month, honestly.
Yeah, I think she does. And it's also mostly women. There's like 4 dudes, and they're all weird.
We could just do shirtless ASMR.
I think we definitely could. I think this is kind of what that is. That's kind of what this is.
We're going to transition into shirtless.
Yeah. Y'all stick around after the commercial break. We're going to be taking our shirts off. And then everything's going to get weird. So anyway, that's I'm Sean. We're starting a podcast. If you don't know, I can't imagine anyone watching this that doesn't already know us.
Yeah, true. But it'd be weird if some random Cleveland guy throws this on and is like, "Who the fuck are these people? Why am I listening to?"
Now that I know it's a possibility that someone from Cleveland is going to listen to this, I kind of don't want to make it anymore. I really don't fuck with people from Cleveland.
Once LeBron left, it was a whole.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, LeBron. You're all those people had going for them. Why can't I change this? Okay, I should mess with stuff. I just... why can't I? Anyway. So what's up, dude? What have you been up to?
Nothing much, dude. Today's Labor Day. You know, we didn't have work. Although we never have work on Monday, so it's just another Monday for us. Mm-hmm. But, yeah.
Do you know what Labor Day is about?
It's a day when there's no labor.
Is that what it is? It's just an extra weekend day that they threw on a Monday?
I'm sure it had something to do with, like, you know, back in the day when people were overworked.
A union thing?
Yeah, probably.
I gotta be
Those
honest
factory
with you,
workers fucking paved the way for us to have, like,
unions, bro.
One day off per month.
I'm not into unions.
I mean, unions are their own thing, you know?
I mean, that is true. I'm going to look it up right now. I feel like I've looked it up before, and it's always not what I think it is. Let's see.
I used to get, like, Labor Day and, like, what is it, like President's Day or whatever? Like, early January or something.
Wow, it is. It's exactly what you said
It's a day of labor.
It says it's a federal holiday celebrated on the first Monday in September in any given year to honor and recognize the American labor movement and the works and contributions of laborers to the development and achievements of the United States.
So they're just like, hey, 50 years ago, everybody worked 80-hour weeks. So now, since they work so hard, we're going to give you one day off every September.
Once a year, you get a Monday.
To celebrate the hard work 50 years ago.
Unless you work... Basically, this only applies to people who work in offices.
Yeah.
But isn't that every holiday?
Yeah. If you work at the mall or if you work at a restaurant,
then fuck yourself.
You're still doing those 8 hours.
I was at the mall earlier today. It was a goddamn madhouse. It was truly insane.
I really thought Labor Day had everything closed on Monday. Like, no. I thought all businesses shut down.
There's Labor Day sales.
That's true.
It's a commercial holiday now, which is, I mean,
all holidays are commercial holidays at this point, dude.
Who scored us this holiday are probably rolling over in their graves.
Who was the creator of Labor Day? Which president?
Karl Marx.
No, he wasn't a president.
Nah,
but he was a fucking
Julia
icon.
had her way though.
Karl Marx was an icon, dude. He wrote a lot of shit.
He wrote the Communist Manifesto, bro. Right? Let's Google that.
I'm pretty sure. He definitely was a communist.
He's the communist.
I mean, if you think about it, communism works in a perfect society.
I mean, any system works in a perfect society.
Yeah, but communist is the best one.
Yeah, it's
the most efficient, bro. We're all about efficiency here.
Yeah.
At 6 Inch King Podcast, we're all about efficiency.
Yeah, that's true. You get in, you get out, you do only what you need to do and nothing else. He's a German philosopher, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Had to be communism. Was he a Nazi?
I mean, yeah, probably.
If he's German.
The Germans have a real thing with, like, communism and also genocide.
Yeah.
It's like their two big things.
Yeah. What other culture or people have had genocide?
All the bad ones. China, Russia.
Russia had genocide?
I mean, I can't think of one off the top of my head in recent memory, but I would be shocked if they've never had. I mean,
so genocide and communism go like hand in hand.
I mean, communists don't like to admit it, but yeah, kind of. Any authoritarian government type
They just do what they want, huh?
goes hand in hand with genocide eventually. I mean, it's the same. I mean, same thing that happened with the Nazis.
Yeah, but Hitler had a hate for Jews, but also had all these ideas for like reform and government policy and economics. But
do you think he always hated Jews?
But if he didn't have that hate for Jews, there would be no genocide, and it would just be this weird authoritarian government that was very efficient and worked.
Yeah, but it killing Jews wasn't the only bad thing that the Nazis did, believe it or not. They also like imprisoned and tortured and killed all of their political adversaries, even people who were like blonde hair, blue eyed.
Everybody did that back in the day.
Only communist governments. Not communist. I shouldn't say only communist. Only authoritarian governments do that. I mean, probably other governments do it. Definitely, probably America does it. I mean, we have Guantanamo Bay, and that's like one of the most egregious examples ever.
But that's only because there are enemies.
Yeah, but we don't even know who's in there. It's just anyone who
is dictated as a terrorist.
Which you don't have to do anything or commit any crime, and you definitely don't have to be found guilty of anything to be put on that list. The FBI just has to say it.
Yeah.
And then they get to do whatever they want to.
Your search bar, and they're like, this guy's a little fishy.
They're like, oh, this guy bought a Toyota? Oh.
Dude, do you know in high school, we had to do like science fair projects? And I was assigned one by my class, and I didn't like it. So I got I was like, I don't want to do this. This one's boring. Can I make my own? And I was like Googling cool science experiments. And there was one where you could make a bomb out of like a car battery and then like this other fluid, and then you just mix other things like here and there.
Okay.
And I was so scared of Googling like how to make this bomb.
Yeah, as you probably should be.
Because I heard that the government is like tracking
watching your
But I ended up doing it anyway, and I didn't film it, which was so sad. But I did the experiment in my backyard. And this like giant smoke cloud came up, and it smelled horrible, and we had like 7 of our neighbors come up and be like, yo, what the
can y'all fucking
what's going on out
brown
here?
People stop? And your parents are like, yeah, sorry, dude.
Sorry, he's a scientist.
He's a scientist. Oh, I am.
But the experiment I did looked nothing like the video I saw, because there was like a giant smoke cloud coming out of the ground.
Okay.
And I was like, I don't think I did this right.
That's scary.
Yeah, and it smelled terrible.
Yikes.
It smelled so bad.
Where did who let you do that?
My parents.
Did your parents know you were trying to make a bomb?
No, I just said I have to do a science experiment.
Wow, you're bold. What if you blew some shit up?
That's the goal.
That's so scary.
The goal, dude.
So listen, I'm going to keep it real with you right now. I'm pretty sure we're recording a podcast. But I can't really check.
Just have to have faith, dude.
Like it says it's recording, but I can't see
trust it.
I can't see the levels really. And I can't get to the screen that shows like the waveform of both of us speaking. I like the button for it is just grayed out. And also
it's giving you anxiety.
It's giving me a lot of anxiety. And I'm on the screen that has like the sound settings for my voice, and it says that the input, it says USB. and that's not what it usually says when it's picking up from this. So
It's definitely not a USB though.
I mean, we could just stop it for a second, and I could switch to the other. I don't even want to stop it. I don't know why the button is grayed out, bro. I don't know what.
Maybe because it's recording, and they're like, we don't want to fuck with your.
No, because you can. I've recorded from that screen.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, don't say anything. Okay, and now we're recording again.
Okay,
right where we left off. Beautiful.
Nice, beautiful.
And now I'm on the right screen. I can see everything.
Beautiful.
Life is worth living again.
Don't you just love when things work out?
I love it, dude. I do. I hope this podcast isn't too quiet. I'm a little nervous that it's going to be too quiet.
No, we'll just turn the volume on.
I mean, yeah.
All the way up.
You know how sometimes podcasts, you like in the car listening, and it's quiet, and you have your volume at max, and it's still kind of quiet?
Yeah.
I'm really nervous that it's going to be like that, because these, like the waveforms, are real small.
Do look real small.
So, but I don't want to like turn it up too much and have it be blown out either.
Yeah.
But what if I did? Does it sound? It sounds.
I mean, it definitely sounds a little loud.
That's a little louder.
But
the waveforms still aren't huge.
We'll keep it like this.
Yeah, we'll hang out.
We hang out at raves. We can handle.
Yeah, that's right, dude. And also,
speaking of raves, you went to a rave last night.
Yeah, I went to a rave last night.
Who did you see?
Sullivan King.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, it's insulting. So Sullivan King is a DJ who basically like does the heavy metal thing, and he mixes it in with dubstep, and it's really sick.
Oh, which to be fair, I would enjoy.
Oh, it was such a good show.
Yeah, I know.
You would enjoy it. I think it would be in your bag.
I saw videos of it, and it looked so good.
It was so good.
It looked so good.
That was probably the most fun I've had at a show in like a year. I mean, I haven't been at many shows this past couple of years, but it was so good, bro. It was so good. I got real fucked up.
Yeah.
My plan was I did like 5 or 6 shots here before we went to the show.
You said you did 5 or 6 shots, and I was like, when did he do this?
Every time I walked in here, I was taking a shot. But it was the little plastic shot glasses, so they're not like full shots.
Did you use the little measuring cup?
I have.
Okay, but last night
night, no. I just poured directly into those little shot cups.
Okay.
But I'm pretty sure those shot cups, if you fill them all the way full, or...
What's a standard shot? Was it 4 ounces, 6 ounces?
1 ounce.
1 ounce is not one shot.
Yes.
At the bar, when you order a shot, it's 1 ounce?
I mean, everyone's pouring more than that, but a standard shot
that doesn't seem
is 1 ounce.
1 ounce seems so small.
So that little measuring cup over there?
It's 1 ounce.
There's a small side and a big side. The small side is 1 ounce, and the big side is 2. And that's a single and a double.
Interesting.
Everyone who is bartenders, if I'm wrong, chill. Okay? I pour wine. That's it.
We're bartenders at a restaurant that only serves wine. So we're not really even bartenders.
Honestly. But we get paid like bartenders, so suck my dick.
Yeah, we get that tip out. So.
Yeah, that's right, boy. And then we get our tips out. Know what I'm saying? Anyway, so yeah, we went to the show. It was sick.
Yeah.
I'm going to turn us down a little.
Our buddy Gigi was there.
Yeah, Gigi was there.
Ricky was there. And then you ran into one of my fraternity brothers.
Well, we didn't run into him.
Ricky invited him.
Ricky told him to come because we had a spare ticket.
Yes.
Yeah, he ended up being really cool.
You thought he was cool?
Yeah, I liked him.
That's good.
I mostly liked him because he just seemed really excited about the show.
Yeah.
And
his energy was coming up.
We got in there, and me and Gigi and Ricky took our shirts off.
Yeah.
Pretty quickly. And then McRae did too, and I was like,
my boy.
Good man. And then he, like, at one point, pretty early on in the show, turns to me and he's like, we're going to start a mosh pit, right? And I was like, yeah, dude, we are. That's my boy right there.
Did a mosh pit ever get started?
Bro, it's a Sullivan King show. There's a mosh pit every 30 seconds.
Damn.
Yeah, it was really good.
All right, I'll go with the next one.
Yeah, I bet you will, fucker.
The Sullivan, next time he comes in town.
Yeah. He was actually in town. Actually, I guess it's been a while now. Last time I saw him in Houston was probably 2019.
It's interesting that, because I've heard he's a big name DJ, correct?
Well, he is now. So he travels with and opens for Excision basically all the time, everywhere now. And so
Excision is like top dog in the game.
Yeah, probably the biggest name in like mainstream. Well, I guess you wouldn't call it mainstream because it's not like he gets radio play. He's not like a Lennium. But as far as like
people in the...
Like if you're going to festivals, Excision is the biggest name in bass music.
Yeah. But yeah, it's interesting that he would perform on the same day that Cash was performing in
that is
Houston.
interesting. You don't... So that never really used to be an issue in Houston because Stereo Live was really the only show in town. But now we have 9 p.m. Presents, which is what used to be Ava Center. And we also have Rise, although Rise hasn't really been booking many DJs lately.
Well,
and I kind of get the feeling either they're...
Rise is just like a warehouse that like will rent out anything though. Like I don't think it's
Rise?
exclusively.
Well, yeah, I mean they book. I still get emails from them about what artists are playing there, and it's a weird mix. It's
If I'm not mistaken, I feel like I went to a sorority event at Rise.
Oh, really?
Back in the day as well. Like they just book events.
Interesting. Yeah, it kind of seems like that, which is weird because it kind of seems like an upscale. Maybe not upscale, but it's like a nice bar. It's dope. Whereas like 9 p.m. started as Ava Center, which was literally a banquet hall.
Yeah.
Like you walked in and there were like big chandeliers and like just janky. It was janky. And all of the stage and sound equipment would be brought in the day of the rave.
Really?
And set up. Yeah. It was really dope. They also had bounce houses in there. But I think they had to stop doing them because people kept fucking in them.
Seems like it seemed more like a safety hazard than
Nah, fucking hazard.
fucking in a bounce house.
Yeah, it was like a constant problem. They'd have like guys who just stood there with flashlights and yelled at people to not fuck in the bounce houses.
Hey!
Yeah. Hey, we
Put
can
your
all
dick
see
back
you.
in there.
You fucking... No, take your dick out of there. Put it back in there.
Put it back. Put your dick away.
You know where I'm telling you to put that dick. Come on, dude.
God, imagine being hired for security and you're just pointing flashlights at fucking horny 20-something-year-olds.
Yeah, horny 30-year-old dudes with 19-year-old girls. Fucking weird.
Rolling off Molly.
Yeah, just blitzed. Can't
Yeah.
even open their eyes. It's the life, dude.
I've never even imagined fucking in a bounce house.
Wouldn't want to.
Not
It's
even
so sticky.
one thought.
It's made out of vinyl. Who wants to fuck on
But
vinyl?
also, you're like
bouncing.
That's so much risk of injury. So much risk of injury.
And also, why aren't you bouncing? Like, who? Why are you fucking when you could be bouncing?
You could be bouncing,
And then you just fuck later.
Yeah.
Or don't.
or you could fuck in the bathroom or something.
Yeah, go fuck in the bathroom. That's why they have people in the bathrooms,
Yeah.
though. Or at least they do in the men's room. I don't know if they do in the ladies' room.
It's 2021. We gotta have people in both bathrooms now.
Yeah. Or neither would be better, I think, preferably. Okay, so I have some notes here for like things for us to talk about if we like run out of organic stuff, and I'm just gonna bang them off real quick.
Okay.
They are Certified Lover Boy,
Okay.
Shang-Chi,
Oh yeah.
Dragon Ball Z,
Oh yeah.
My Hero Academia,
Fuck yeah.
Naruto,
We could do this all night, dude.
and then how much we struggled to get the podcast set up. Oh, but before we talk about any of that, I think we should talk about our coworkers.
Which ones?
I don't know.
I really hope we can't live and listen
I know
to
we
this
can't.
then, 'cause we're just gonna talk shit
yeah,
all
no.
night.
That's why I was like, I wanted to say somebody that it would be like really funny that I said it, but then I was like, it's gonna cause drama.
It is. It is.
I don't want anyone to.
We can talk about work though. So
Okay,
me and
let's talk
Sean
about work.
both work at this restaurant.
Should we say where?
Yeah, maybe it'll give them good press, dude. Who knows?
People are coming in to meet us.
I heard the 6-inch Kings were working tonight,
Yeah. Oh, y'all got the 6-inch Kings behind the bar? Dude, Kevin comes back in. He's like, bro, I found your podcast.
Oh,
For those of you who don't know Kevin, he's just a cool dude who came to the bar one night and had a goddamn fucking...
he's got to have a horse cock, dude.
I mean, horse cock or something like that, dude, for sure. So this guy comes in and sits at the bar and he's waiting for his date to show up, and she ended up being like,
A goddamn fox.
yeah.
And no disrespect to Kevin.
Yeah.
But
no respect to Kevin.
I mean, respect to
My
Kevin, but
dude.
also no disrespect. He was just an average looking dude.
Yeah. I mean, and also she was like 30, 45 minutes late. And we were like,
Sitting at the bar like,
we, including Kevin, were like, yo, is this chick coming?
Is she
like,
gonna-
where's she at, dude?
is she going to show up?
And then she got there, and literally all of us were like, Hey, what? Hey, dude, what? No,
He said
can
he
you-
met her at his HEB.
Bro.
What?
The balls on this man.
I have never once gone to a grocery store and wanted to be like, hey, do you want to go to dinner later?
Yeah, I can't even imagine.
How do you even
talk to that girl?
like, hey, what's do you look in their basket and what's your intro?
When I'm in public and I see girls, women, ladies, people who are like really attractive, like universally pretty, everyone knows they're really hot, I feel guilty if I make eye contact with them, because I'm like, dude, you probably get this shit so much. Like, you're probably so annoyed by people being attracted to you.
Staring at you.
I could never, ever bring myself to just go talk. And not even in like a not having the confidence kind of way, because I'll talk to anyone.
Yeah.
But I just feel like I'm being so fucking annoying.
Yeah.
That's anytime I end up dating someone, it's because I met them through friends. And like had an organic
good rapport.
to talk. Yeah. I'm never gonna.
The whole like back in the day, you would go out and you would introduce yourself to a random person. You would ask them on a formal date. That all seems so like
It's sus.
It seems so sus.
And it's old.
It is so old. And it seems like it wouldn't work.
No, yeah. I
mean,
think
it worked for Kevin, but
God, he has the answers, really, bro. Maybe we are on the wrong train
get
here.
Kevin on this podcast.
I know, bro. Fuck. Next time he comes in, dude, I'll bring the mics to work.
Literally,
if he shows up, bro. So yeah, that's work. That's mostly what work is like, dude.
We just look at normal people bringing in hot dates.
Yeah, and then we
Basically all.
and then
of
we
life,
talk about it for like a week. It's really all it is, man. It's really all it is. Let's see. Anything else interesting going on at work lately? What if we just make this whole podcast like
about work?
Everyone who we work with listens to get caught up on what's happening on the night shift.
Yeah, if they miss a week or they were cussed off, they're like, all right, this is a recap of the week.
Yeah. For those of you who missed it, here's what happened last week.
On Tuesday, we had 74 covers.
We started the week with 6 snapper, and we sold 6 snapper. You guessed it, broccolini and cauliflower.
Don't you love that shit?
It is pretty just okay, honestly.
Most of the food there is okay.
Also, Baron, if you're listening, there's too much goddamn salt in everything.
Speaking of work, though, on Saturday, I had a table almost offer me a job.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Go ahead. Tell the story. I think you mentioned this to me before, but obviously we're on a podcast, so go ahead and act like you didn't.
So Saturday night, we were pretty busy.
Yeah, we were vibing.
But I had the last table, and they were there for a goddamn minute. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Was this the picnic?
Yes, it was a picnic. But around like 10 o'clock, when there was nobody else in the restaurant besides them, some guy comes up at the bar and he's like, "Hey man, I don't want to be an asshole. Like, I know we're the only ones here. Is it cool if we just like grab a drink and then we sit outside and then you guys can work on finishing up inside?" And I was like, "Oh man, that's really nice of you. Thanks." He was like, "Yeah man, I own a restaurant and I deal with this all the time, so I know it can be kind of a dick thing to do, but I haven't seen these guys in so long, blah, blah, blah." They had like a big group.
He's like, cool. I know it's a dick move, but I'm doing it. So, my bad.
That's a double-edged sword that people put themselves in when they always say that.
Yeah.
But I was bored, and I was like, "Oh, what restaurant do you own? Like, what do you do? Blah, blah, blah." And we got to talking, and he was telling me about his catering company and how it's like a catering company / restaurant, and he wants to open up a bar / lounge right next to it and really provide this sort of service, and like similar to our restaurant where it's really about the vibe. I mean, the product itself is the product, you can't really get around.
It's food.
And it's drinks.
Yeah.
But he wants to provide like this atmosphere and all this. And I was telling him, I was like, yeah, like, me working here for so long, I very much learned that it's really all about the atmosphere you're selling. You're selling the experience. It's not really about the quality of the food, blah, blah, blah. And he was like, yeah, man, I'm just looking for someone to be my overhead guy though. And I was like, oh, nice. And he was like, yeah, here's my card. If you want to stop by my restaurant, we get to have a little chat.
He wants someone to be his what?
His overhead guy.
Oh,
like his director of operations, basically. And I was sitting there like, you you want me to just a silver? What are you talking about? But he was like, yeah, man, like, you know, you seem like a pretty cool guy and you seem like you have some experience. So just come down to my restaurant. We'll have a quick little chat. He gave me his number, his card, and I was like, okay, bet. I was like, but I don't have any experience in the restaurant industry besides this, and I have a kinesiology degree. He was like, bro, no worries, I have a kinesiology degree too. And I was like, really? What the fuck?
You're like, oh shit, dude.
I was like, dude, we should work out together. What are you talking about? But yeah, so I'm gonna set up a meeting with him sometime this week and really see what that's about.
Wait, for real?
Yeah,
that's exciting.
I think if anything, for me, since he has a catering company, if this whole thing doesn't really work out, I can just like be like, hey, if you need anybody to work like an event for you, like if you need an extra hand, I'm always down to like make a quick like extra $100 or whatever, however much his caterers make. So
nice.
I think it'd be a good move.
I mean, it can't hurt.
Yeah, it can't hurt at all.
Okay,
but
so
imagine, dude, if I became director of operations, of something, I would just be the Rebecca of his restaurants.
It's a fucking dream.
I would come in, I'd try all the food, and be like, "All right, you guys are doing great. I'm out."
Good job, team. Okay, so I'm doing a little homework over here. We're gonna brief sidebar. I'm trying to figure out how to record a podcast.
Okay.
And so
that's what we're doing right now.
This is probably a setting that I could have changed beforehand, but I didn't. Instead of telling me how long we've been recording, I can only see how many bars we've recorded.
Okay.
And we're at 739 bars. And a bar is 2 seconds.
Why is a bar only 2 seconds?
I don't know,
That's
dog.
weird.
You gotta, drop bars, dude. You gotta rap quickly. That's literally what that means.
Anytime someone's like, drop a bar.
It's like dropped a 2 second rap.
2 second verse, real quick. That's just one rhyme scheme.
Yeah, exactly. That's the whole point.
Dr. Seuss was a bar dropper.
Bro, Dr. Seuss and Dr. Dre, bro. Crazy. Okay,
Dr. Lupo? What? No.
I'm trying to... Okay, bars... 2 seconds.
That doesn't seem right. 2 beats?
No, 2 seconds. It's not a...
Mississippi? Or
a bar is just a measurement of time. I don't know... I honestly don't know why they use it. Because I guess it's like a standard unit of measurement for like songs. Song length. Okay. It's like your song is X number of bars long. Yeah. So, but what I'm trying to figure out here is like, let's say... Oh, my phone's recording. Give me your phone. I just need the calculator.
The calculator.
So if we're at 800 bars.
1,600 seconds. Which is...
No, 400 seconds. No, you're right. You're right. You're right. 1,600 seconds, which is how many minutes?
Divide that by 60.
I just wanted to see if you knew. We're at 26 minutes already, dude. Damn. Or we're going to be in 20 more bars.
20 more bars, dude.
Yeah, and then we got another fucking 1,000 bars to record, bro. Literally. How do you feel about podcast length? I think we talked about this before.
Yeah, that's a tough one because I feel like most podcasts usually run around an hour, but it never seems like that's their goal.
Yeah.
It always just seems mostly organic, and then after an hour, they're like, all right, well, that's all the time we have today.
Yeah.
And sometimes they'll just leave it off on like a weird moment.
Yeah.
Which I guess maybe that is their way of being like, all right, we hit our quota.
Mm-hmm. The one thing...
But I don't know.
The one thing that really chaps my ass with certain podcasts, and like the first podcast I ever listened to was Joe Rogan. So I kind of like set my expectations around that. And then I listen to other podcasts and they'll be like, okay, like I listen to a lot of like tech podcasts and video game shit. And I'll be listening to a podcast and they're talking about like Zelda or some shit. Or they're like listing like the top 10 best games of 2020 or whatever. And they'll be getting into the weeds about something. And then they're like, okay, we could talk about this all day. We have to move on. Like we have other things to cover.
Yeah.
And it's like, I fucking hate that, bro. Like, why would you end an organic discussion like that just to fit into an hour-long episode? It's so frustrating, especially because like podcasts are mostly being listened to like in the car or maybe in the gym, like places where people are killing time anyway. Mm-hmm. Let that shit drag out, bro. Like a 5-hour podcast. Not that you have to,
Yeah,
but if it's
5
there.
hours seems excessive.
Yeah.
But if it is there,
I mean, Rogan has done like
4 hour, yeah. Yeah, he has some pretty eccentric guests though. Also, the thing with Rogan though is he has like educational podcasts. Like,
yeah,
he has like professionals who like take their time and explain all these long, drawn out thoughts and all these different things, and it's like,
yeah, that's true.
Yeah, you do need to spend a little bit more time to really get through that. But like in terms of like entertainment style podcasts where it's just like casual and chatting, I feel like most ones that I've listened to are like 45 minutes long.
Yeah.
And those are all like story based or like we did this past week and this is the story and blah blah blah.
Yeah. I mean, that's definitely whatever organically happens. I feel like this is the key. I don't know why I decided to move this right now. What's wrong with me?
Yeah, don't move the mic. Just move your mouth, dude.
Well, I wanted to get into a different position here.
Move your mouth.
I guess it doesn't really matter. Anyway, dude.
Yeah.
So, what else we got?
Should we have like one whole unit as like the whole podcast? Like, should we just keep talking about work, or do you think we could keep moving on?
No, I think we can meander around, talk about whatever we want to talk about. I mean, it would be cool to do like themed episodes
or like structured.
Yeah, be like, this is the My Hero Academia episode. We're gonna get
we're gonna deep dive into
the details. 35 minutes of me talking about how much I like All Might.
And then me telling you that Deku's a better character.
That's such an insane take, and it has no validity. I can't believe you think that.
Well, I mean, he's got a better character arc.
Yeah, but that's because we haven't
and also
seen...
the show's about him.
For now. I just don't... Look, of course he has a better arc. All Might doesn't have an arc.
Yeah.
Because the story's not about him. Which... I'm just trying to... I have to accept that. Because all I want is... I don't give a fuck about anyone else.
I don't give a fuck about anybody.
I just want them to do an All Might show. Like a prequel. I feel like they must. There's no way they don't.
It would be good. I think they should do a whole movie, like instead of a whole prequel, because that seems like a lot of work on the animation studio, and there's a lot of writing involved in that. But if they just did like a solo movie for like an hour and a half about him just doing some crazy shit.
Nah, I want a series. I want at least 5 seasons.
The first movie they did, I thought, when they like introduced it, like the beginning, I was like, yo, this is dope. This is him when he was like a teenager.
When he's in America.
When he's in America.
I love that shit.
This was fucking dope. He's fucking kicking ass.
It's
and
so
he's
sick.
got his little sidekick scientist who does everything for him.
I like that movie way better than the other one.
No, the other one.
Because All Might's not in the other one.
No, he's not, but it's so much
He's
better.
He's not in it one time. They don't even say his name.
No, he's on the phone, remember?
Is he? I don't remember.
I think there's a moment where
I blocked it out.
Where like they're talking about the assignment and he's like, "Oh, I wonder if they can do this." And then that was it.
I wonder if they can be on an island.
Second movie was great though.
Why do both movies involve islands?
Yeah. I mean, they're really cookie cutter.
Well, I think they're probably both on islands because that's the only really way you can make it to where other heroes can't help right away.
Yeah. And Japan is just full of islands.
Yeah, true. I mean, it is an island basically.
So if they're in the city, then of course all the heroes will be there to help. So they have to be isolated.
Yeah. God, such a good show.
Yeah, it's a great show. Did you watch? You did watch that Amazon Prime show?
Invincible?
About heroes? No, not is it Amazon Prime? The real life one, where there's that dickhead character.
Oh, The Boys.
The Boys.
Yeah, I'm kind of just okay with it.
Just okay with it?
I didn't love it.
Did you watch season 2?
No, not all of it. I think I've seen like the first episode of season 2.
Well, I'm harking this back to I saw this tweet about what if like superheroes were like a part of our daily lives? How would you react, blah, 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 and what would you do? And one of the replies was, remember when the main character's girlfriend gets like obliterated
yes
by that speed
spoilers
guy?
by the way, for
The quote was that video, and he'd be like, "I'd be fucking around, and my girlfriend would get capped like this," and I was like, "Oh fuck, I forgot this happened."
That really was such a crazy moment, bro.
That was such a tonal shift in that show.
Yeah.
I was like, "What?"
It was so insane.
It was so graphic. It was the way they like slow mode everything.
Dude. Oh, it was crazy.
But that's probably what real life with superheroes would be like.
I mean, I think Invincible's kind of like that too.
Yeah.
Kind of like shows the grittier, more violent side of it. I really think, I mean, I don't know. Invincible to me is way more enjoyable than The Boys was.
Yeah, it's a better story, I think.
Yeah. I mean, The Boys was good. I don't know, man. It's just, it wasn't really as much about people with superpowers as I expected it to be.
Okay.
It's really just more like a drama, which is cool and it's good. But I just want to see some crazy shit, bro. Like the whole time I'm just like, bro, I want to see Homelander like just fucking.
There were no like villains.
It's Homelander.
Yeah.
He's
like.
I mean, the good guys are
not,
also the bad guys.
But there's no like definite bad guys that are like. There's no like bad guy trying to take over the world that the good guys need to stop.
Yeah, true.
Like it's not your typical superhero trope.
Yeah, that is really true. There's no. What are they even there for?
Yeah. Yeah, like what are they protect? I mean, it's really just them being social media stars.
Yeah, they're just influencers.
And they just have powers.
Or they're like fighting terrorism in other countries. Yeah, but it is them.
And then they're like saving cats from trees and all that.
Doing the whole thing, talking about not losing your virginity.
The whole 9 yards,
it's great.
dude.
Great show. Okay, what else do we have on the docket? Should we talk about... What else do you want to talk about?
You want to talk about Hot Boy Summer, dude?
We can. I don't really want to because I'm up like 5 pounds.
Yeah, you got off keto and you just started eating noodles every day.
It's not the... Yeah, I mean, I don't think it's the noodles. It's the Chick-fil-A.
Oh.
I had a lot of Chick-fil-A when I got off keto. And I had McDonald's one time.
You did keto for a while, though. 2 months? A month and a half?
About 2 months, I think.
And you lost a lot of weight.
Not as much as I expected, honestly, in that time frame. There's a small part of me that wonders if I was never really in ketosis. But I had to. I mean,
what constitutes ketosis, though?
I mean...
Because I thought ketosis was no carbs. But there's still... I mean, like, you would eat your ice cream.
Yeah.
But ice cream... I mean, the ice cream was like, what, 4 grams of carbs for the whole thing?
If you eat a whole pint, yeah.
Yeah, which is not that much.
It's not much at all. So...
And you would just have steak, and that was it.
Yeah.
Really
my carb intake was definitely like under 20 grams a day.
Yeah.
Most days it was probably under like 10 or 15 maybe. So the numbers for like how low you need to be to get into ketosis are kind of all over the place. Some people say you basically can't have any carbs. More people are saying, especially these days, like the conventional number that I always found was like 35 grams per day or less. Then you're good. I've heard people say as much as 50, but that seems
like a lot. That seems like a lot.
That's like a whole potato. So I don't know, but I was well under. Like I feel like, anything under 20 per day is pretty low. But I never really like used test strips to see if I was in ketosis. And supposedly those really only work when you first get into ketosis because you have extra ketones in your urine. The only way to like reliably test is to get a little machine that tests your blood, like you're diabetic. And I just wasn't. It's like $50. I was like, I'm not gonna spend that money. I just won't eat carbs.
Yeah,
it's gotta happen eventually.
Yeah.
And I mean, I did lose weight. I probably was in ketosis, but I mean, it's not outside the realm of possibility that I was just at such a deficit from not eating carbs anyway. Like being on the ketogenic diet, regardless of whether or not I was in ketosis, really dialed back my calorie intake.
Yeah.
Because I was only eating steak.
So you were limited in your options as well. That's interesting. I mean, yeah, you only lost, what, on the scale, you only lost 10 pounds?
10 pounds, yeah.
Which does not, I mean, you look like you lost a lot more weight.
I feel like it lost more, yeah.
Yeah, because you were a big boy, and now you're a medium boy.
Medium boy, yeah.
That's nice good. Medium boy.
We love a medium boy around here.
Hey, medium is where it's at.
It's the best kind of boy to be, dude.
Nobody likes a small boy.
That's true. Nobody likes a small boy. Except small boys.
Yeah. Are you going to go back to keto?
If I can find a way, if I can find some bold new way to lose weight without doing keto, then I probably won't.
Have you tried working out more consistently?
I know.
And being in a caloric deficit?
It's tough, though. It's tough, man. It's tough for me to stay in a caloric deficit. I get so hungry.
Yeah.
So quickly. Why are we plugged in on opposite sides? It's fine. We're not going to mess with it. Anyway, so yeah, I probably will go back to it eventually. When I was doing it this past time, I was literally only eating red meat and ice cream. And it just seemed like not a good move. But I'm just so lazy. I don't want to cook, bro. I can't be bothered.
Cooking vegetables are so hard.
It's such a pain in the ass,
you
bro.
Cut them.
What am I gonna cut them, dude?
You gotta season them.
What I'm gonna put them? I'm gonna put them on a sheet.
You gotta put them on a sheet.
I'm gonna put salt and pepper on
Stir
'em.
fry them.
What am I? Oh, I'm gonna stir fry them. Come on, dude. I'm gonna stir fry those ramen noodles.
They're
so cheap.
They're so cheap. You should get the ramen I get.
I probably will.
It's 50 cents.
I just didn't know. Where do you get it?
Randall's.
Okay.
HEB doesn't have them. Fuck HEB, bro.
I'm never going to HEB
I'm
again.
never going to
Let's take a
HEB.
hot moment to discuss this. For everyone who doesn't know, HEB sucks. They're super expensive, and
What's
also
their
the
motto?
vibe in there sucks.
What is it? Here, everything's better? Is that what it stands for? Here.
So, funny thing, I'm sure that's like their slogan, but that's not actually what it, like the name HEB came from the name of the guy who like founded it.
His name is Heb.
Do you know what his name was?
Heb.
You're not going to believe me when I tell you.
What is it?
His name is Harry E. Butts.
No.
Yes, dude. I'm not joking. His name is Harry Butts. And his middle initial is E.
Harry Butts?
Harry Butts, dude.
Someone talk to his parents. Why would they set him up like that?
For real, bro. And then he was like, oh, y'all think this is a game? I'm going to make a fucking grocery store.
That's like fucking naming your child Bonner as his first name.
True.
Which, conveniently, we have somebody who works at Milk and Cookies named Bonner.
Which one is he?
He's the one that his mom comes into Tiny's and is a regular.
Yeah.
The mom that looks like a... I apologize if you hear this, Bonner.
Looks like a
She
villain.
looks like a villain. She looks like a witch lady.
Yeah.
I mean, she's hot.
Sorry,
'cause she's
Bonner.
like blonde and all that, but she has such an intense face.
I don't think she's hot. Also, I don't think it would make Bonner feel better about it if we're like, I mean, she's hot, but she's evil.
Yeah, she just has this like look on her face
Yeah.
all the time. It's probably all the Botox and just
Allegedly.
allegedly. Yeah.
Allegedly, all the Botox.
But all the if you're a West U mom and you don't have Botox, you're really
You're poor.
yeah.
You don't
It's
belong.
crazy how like I'll have tables of the West U regular moms and all they're talking about is all the procedures they're getting and where
Yeah.
did you get this done? Oh, like yeah, I'm getting my lips done. Blah 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 blah, blah. And I'm like, wow, this is really.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair,
This
if
is
you
how
got,
they live.
If you got the money, you got it. You know,
Yeah,
like
for sure.
You gotta spend money some way.
Yeah, you got to do something with it.
But yeah, his name is Bonner, dude. And I
mean,
was
that's
like, bro,
sick name, I
as
guess.
soon as you told me your name was Bonner, the first thing I wanted to say was
Boner.
Boner, dude.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's 16 years old, so
Yeah.
I was like, you get this all.
He gets
fucking
it
time.
5 times a day from his mom.
Yeah, we named you after your dad.
Oh my god, bro. Poor kid. Sorry, Bonner, if you're watching
Well,
this.
fucking Harry Butts, dude.
Yeah.
Terrible grocery store.
Harry E. Butts.
Terrible grocery
And
store.
if you look, like, they print it on stuff. If you look at, like, the back of a bag of chips,
it says Harry Butts.
there's, like, a bullshit quote, like a quality guarantee, signed Harry E. Butts. It's fucking wild.
I mean, I don't want to get too controversial because everybody in Texas loves HEB.
Oh, dude. Fuck HEB. Fuck that place, dude. Because you know what? Everyone in Texas does love it. You're right. There's a weird cult thing going on, and I don't know why. Because
it's like Buc-ee's.
But the thing is, Buc-ee's built that loyalty and that following on a real service they provide, bro. They have the cleanest bathrooms in the country.
They got cleaner bathrooms than us, bro.
What does HEB have? What are they giving us? Good guacamole. That's fucking it, bro. Bro, look, I grew up in Texas my whole life.
Mm-hmm.
So did you, mostly, almost your whole life. The vibe in HEB sucks. It's never fun in there. It's always, bro, I don't know what it is. It's like the open floor layout they have. It's so loud.
It's so loud,
and nothing's
it's not
happening.
as open as they call it an open floor layout. Dude, it's so cramped in there.
It's so cramped.
It's so cramped in
and
there.
it sucks.
And I think it doesn't help that everybody and their mom is going to HEB.
Yeah.
So it's a cramped store in itself with more people than it can hold.
Yeah.
And you're just
when I go to
struggling
HEB,
walk around.
I feel like I'm walking through like a flea market.
Yeah.
But when I go to literally any other grocery store,
except for
Kroger, Walmart is that's not I'm talking like grocery stores. Not Walmart, like
Randall's.
Kroger and Randall's really are the big two that I'm thinking of. But also Whole Foods, Trader Joe's, whatever else. I mean, I've only been to Trader Joe's once,
Target,
so I can't really vouch for
you
them.
could probably throw
Target is a
Target in
goddamn
there.
luxury experience.
Yeah.
But those other grocery stores, bro, they're refined.
Yeah.
It's quiet.
Yeah.
Always, no matter how busy they are. You can hang out. There's not obnoxious music playing. Nobody's screaming about hipster things.
They don't have elevator. Dude, every HEB here has an elevator or an escalator. It's like, what do you need an escalator for a grocery store?
Yeah, come on, dude.
Where are y'all going?
Grow up about it.
What are you guys,
already.
a mall?
Yeah. What?
I'm just here for fucking
the fuck
apples,
is
dude.
up there, bro?
I'm here to get some guacamole.
I'm here to get some of the escalator. I'm here to get the medium guacamole, and then I'm fucking leaving. And I'm never buying steak here because it's so fucking expensive.
It's so expensive.
Paid $16 for a steak there the other day, and it wasn't. I mean, it was great. But come on, dude. I get the same steak from Randall's for $5, and it's only rotten once out of all the times I've ever done it.
Once per month. That's a 30-day. That's 30 days.
Yeah.
That's a great output, though.
It's
1 out of 30.
incredible, bro. When you're considering that you're paying somewhere between like $3 and $6 per steak.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's for everyone who's not in the loop on Randall's. I'm talking about like the manager specials that are marked down because they're going to expire the next day.
No, we need to get rid of this.
Yeah, get this shit out of here.
50%
Discount
off.
Yep, it's like all discolored, and I'm like,
But to be
ooh,
fair,
that's my
if you're
shit.
eating it that day, ain't nothing wrong.
That's
with
what I'm talking
it,
about. Or if you freeze it right away, then you're set. Most of the time. There was that one time I got a bad egg. Fucked up the apartment for like a week.
Yeah, the smell was awful.
It was awful.
It smelled like seafood, which is weird.
It was weird, bro.
Yeah,
Didn't like it.
seafood with red meat. I don't know, dude. But yeah, HEB was always weird, man. HEB.
Yeah.
And my first experience with the acronym HEB is the school district. There's a school district up in North Texas, HEBISD.
What?
It stands for Hearst Euless Bedford. It's like a tri-county
That
thing.
is
And I thought...
so white.
It was very white. It was one of the whitest places I've ever lived. But I thought the grocery store was only exclusive in that area.
Oh,
and
really?
And they named it after like the
Dude, that's hilarious.
Hearst Euless Bedford grocery store. And I was
Yeah.
like, nice. And then
Yeah.
we moved to like Fort Worth and they had one there. And I was like, oh, this is hairy butts apparently.
Yeah, bro. I don't know what to say. Harry.
Butts beat us to it.
He really did, bro.
I heard he's from Houston though. Or like his family's in Houston.
Well, the company is headquartered in San Antonio. But
Okay.
maybe he was from Houston.
I
don't
can't
know.
remember off the top of my head, but I want to say like a few years ago, somebody came in, sat at picnic at Tiny's, and Joy was like, that guy owns HEB or something like that. And I was like, oh, okay.
No, I think she's told me that too about somebody.
Like owns HEB or he's like a big guy at HEB. So I will say the daughter at that table was really hot. So, Miss Butts.
Okay, hold on. Okay, so a little real-time fact-checking here. Howard Edward Butt Sr. was an American businessman and CEO of the HEB grocery store chain, which was founded by his mother, Florence Thornton Butt, in 1905. He had 4 children, including Charles Butt. It says he was born in Memphis, Tennessee, and died in Corpus Christi at 95 years old in 1991. Let's see.
Who's the head now? Is Charles the head now, or is one of the other children?
It says 4, including Charles Butt, so I'm assuming Charles is important. Oh, yeah, it says, whoa. Charles Clarence Butt is an American heir and billionaire.
Yeah.
He inherited his family's San Antonio-based H-E-B supermarket chain in 1971. The privately held company has more than 300 stores and $20 billion in sales, according to Forbes.
Jesus.
That's wild.
Does he live in Houston right now?
Let's see.
20 billion in sales.
That's wild.
But
is single, it says. Butt and his family were excluded from the annual Forbes list of the world's top billionaires beginning in 2016. The magazine changed its methodology to exclude individuals from families that share their fortunes.
The whole, like, getting on Forbes list seems so political.
It does seem political.
And it seems like it's more trouble than it's worth.
Yeah, I don't want people to
know my net worth.
Yeah, like what?
And also, like, they have all these rules. Like, if there's $1 billion in my assets, should I not be on the list?
Yeah, honestly. Well, I guess they're saying that it's not just his assets.
How many people is it divided by, though? Because if it's 20 billion,
I'm guessing it's the 4 children.
That's $5 billion each.
Yeah, true. But that might not be enough to get you into the top billionaires. How many billionaires are there?
A lot. Apparently, according to Julia, there's too many.
Yeah, true.
Although, speaking of billionaires, Kanye dropped a sick line on his new album.
What do you say?
I don't know the exact quote, so don't come for me if I missay it, but something about how he could give $1 to every person in the world because he's worth like $10 billion. And I was like, that would be really cool if he just gave everybody in the fucking world $1.
I mean, in a way, yeah, it's a big flex, but also, what a waste of money. You're not helping anyone.
You're not helping one single person.
You're losing $7 billion.
One singular person is not getting helped.
That's the opposite, bro. Everyone should give someone $1. One person. And we just make a billionaire out of nowhere.
7 billion people, everybody give up $1.
Bro, Jeff Bezos is really... I guess it's not news that he's the richest man in the world.
He's really substantially the richest person.
$113 billion.
Second is, what,
Bill Gates.
50?
No, well, hold on. Let me get the most up to date. Wow. Okay. Wow, things have changed in a couple of years. So now Jeff Bezos this year is up to $177 billion.
Is that after his divorce or before?
I mean, it's his net worth in 2021, so I'm assuming it's after. I don't know.
Do you think it's true that his ex-wife took 50% of Amazon? Or at least half of...
I don't know, but I would not be surprised at all. It's insane what people get in divorces. Bro, we don't get it. I don't want to... Fuck that shit, bro. That's fucking insane. Elon Musk is in second place with $151 billion.
Where did he come from?
South Africa.
No, I mean...
Oh, actually, it says his nationality is American.
I thought he was like...
Pretty sure he was born in South Africa.
I don't want to say... I thought he was Austrian. I thought he had like Austrian heritage. Okay.
I mean, he might have Austrian heritage. I don't know. I'm on Wikipedia already. Let's find out, dude. It says
150 billion. Holy shit.
He has citizenship in Canada, the United States, and South Africa.
Try citizenship. Is that even allowed?
I mean, if you're willing to pay taxes in all 3 places, why not? That's a crazy thing. Well, I mean, he's probably not paying much in taxes anyway, hopefully, but yeah, bro, if you want to maintain your American citizenship and live like abroad, you still have to pay American taxes, even if you're not working in America. You live in Spain and you have a job in Spain, and America still gets your tax money. That's fucking
Really?
crazy. Yeah.
Even if you do work in Spain? Is it a smaller percentage?
I don't know, but I don't think so.
I do know that if you want to become a U.S. citizen, you have to swear off your citizenship
From other places. Unless you like apply for a dual citizenship situation.
You can't do that until you have.
Until after.
Yeah.
Damn. Fuck America.
Dude, it's crazy.
I mean, maybe I shouldn't say fuck America, but
the only reason, so I just got my citizenship
Right.
in 2018.
Uh-huh.
And I've been in this country since 1998.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it took actually 20 years.
Yeah.
But with all that work done, my mom didn't get her citizenship. She opted out because she didn't want to give up her Nepalese citizenship.
Damn.
Because she still would like to go back.
Yeah.
Eventually.
Like for good?
Yeah. I mean, she talks about it, but realistically, I don't know what she would do.
Yeah.
When she goes back there. But
chill.
Yeah.
Retire.
Yeah. But all her family's over there, so she'll probably just hang out with her family.
Yeah. How old are your parents?
My dad's 51, 52. No,
Okay.
he's like 54 actually.
Okay.
Or 53. 51 to 54.
Okay.
And my mom just turned 50.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So they still have a lot of time.
Yeah. They have a lot going on.
They got a lot going on, running their business and figuring out how to live in this world.
Still figuring it out, dude.
Still figuring it out, man.
That's funny.
50 years old and they're still figuring it out, which makes me feel better.
Yeah.
I'm half their age.
Yeah. And we already know everything, dude.
We got it all figured out. They didn't start a podcast.
Yeah, come on, dude. Get it together. Let's see.
But yeah, swearing off your nationality.
That's insane.
All loyalties, all ties.
Other countries could say that's treason. Come on, dude. That's intense. That's so crazy. That's
Yeah.
like, oh,
it's
yeah,
also
dude.
when you get your citizenship done, like when you get like the formal what is it, the process,
Yeah.
or once you get your citizenship, it's just a lot of propaganda. They play videos, they talk about like the history.
They tape your eyes open.
And then like when I got my citizenship, it was Trump as president, so they showed a video of Trump like congratulating us and welcoming us to this
For real?
great country.
What?
And I was like, dude, this is so like propaganda. This is just propaganda.
Yeah, that is crazy, bro. Did you have like people who were like tearing up, like
Tearing up? I don't know if they're tearing up. I definitely saw a lot of people who like look like they didn't speak English. And I'm like, how did they?
What do you look like?
get
You look like you don't speak English, I am. How would you define
I'm
that
not gonna
look?
get into it. But also, they weren't
They were
speaking
wearing
English. They were
cowboy
talking
boots.
in other different languages.
Cowboy boots and polo shirts.
Yeah,
And,
the whole time.
and
though.
blue jeans.
And then you had to like do the Pledge of Allegiance. And, oh my god,
That's insane.
it was so insane. I was like, I thought you just get a piece of paper and you're good. No,
They really
put you through this whole. It was like a 2-hour.
They treat it like you're
routine.
signing on to serve the country,
Yeah.
like you're joining the military, or like the CIA or something. And it's like, dude, I'm just moving in. I'm not with y'all. I just live here.
I just want to get a job.
Yeah.
Like, I just want to be able to work.
I'm just trying to not get kicked out. That's it, bro.
Yeah, I just thought it was really funny. I did not expect that going into being a citizen, especially since I've lived here my whole life. I was
Yeah.
like, what is going on? What is this really what people do? I can't imagine someone who like is fresh from their country, who's lived there their whole lives.
Yeah.
They come here for like a few months, and you know, if they have a job or something that really expedites their process, or they
Yeah.
get lucky, and then they get to see all this, and they're like, what the fuck is going on?
Yeah, that whole situation probably could use a good bit of reform and modernizing.
Most government-run things should get reform, like the DMV.
Yeah.
DMV is an awful place.
Well, the problem is, though, someone with 28 years of experience in being a person and seeing how things work, the government can't do anything right ever. And that's why all the good things in this world come from the private sector.
Yeah.
Not that I have any personal feelings or opinions in the matter. But, just objectively speaking.
Yeah, you better be careful before Julia
I
comes
know.
in here and tells you it's bad.
Julia's
to be a
going to kick the
billionaire.
door down and be like, what the fuck are you talking about, the private sector? I'm peeking my mic. Sorry, you guys. I'm going to grab a drink. Do you want anything?
No, I'm good with water.
Okay. chairs here.
This ad is brought to you by Skillshare. With Skillshare, you can have 24-hour progress, and you can learn literally anything. Alcohol. It's Labor Day, dude. We don't work.
Yeah, but every time I drink, you don't drink, and then I feel like a piece of shit.
It's fair. I don't normally drink casually.
I know, fucker.
It's because I'm such a lightweight. I'll have one truly, and I'll be like, oh, I'm getting tired. I gotta go to bed.
Wrong layer right now, man. Imagine if this wasn't recording.
Let's redo it. Redo the whole thing.
Okay. So let's see. We're at about...
How many beats are we in?
We're at 1,680 bars.
That's a good amount.
Yeah, it's a pretty decent amount. I can't remember the conversion, but...
2,000 seconds. We're at like, what, 38 minutes?
No, more than that. We were at 26 last time we did the math. So we're probably like 45.
How many beats?
1,693.
Oh.
So double that to get the number of seconds we're at.
Oh, yeah, we're at 56.
Okay, that makes more sense.
56.
Damn, dude, we haven't even talked about Dragon Ball Z or Naruto yet.
Or Naruto, which are the two best shonen animes. I don't even know what shonen anime means.
I don't either, bro. I thought shonen was a type of ninja. I mean, we don't have to hit all of that.
No, we don't.
You know, that's all.
We haven't even finished. I mean, we shouldn't talk about Naruto because we watched 4 episodes.
Yeah, that's true.
We've seen 4 episodes of it.
True. God, we should be watching it while we do this.
Yeah. Let's just live stream our reactions.
I would love to do
to
that.
Watching it.
Like a companion podcast. Dude, it would actually be a lot of fun to do a podcast that's like a post show for every episode of a show. Like every episode, like the first episode will be like thoughts and reactions to episode 1 of Naruto.
Yeah. But Naruto has so many episodes, we can do it to Naruto. And also, each episode is not that significant.
We should do it to like Neon Genesis or Cowboy Bebop or something like that.
We should do it to whenever Attack on Titan's finale comes out.
We should do it to all of Attack on Titan, though. In preparation. We have so much to do.
Yeah, we do.
And that would have to be a whole nother podcast. Although it's not really.
Follow our second channel.
Yeah.
Cater to the anime fans.
Follow our second channel, even more 6-inch kings.
6.5-inch kings.
6-inch kings _2. Space 2 was already taken.
Yeah, unfortunately. That domain name is going to be killer.
I know. We really should lock it down. Especially now that we're actually recording the episode.
Yeah. Just throw it on there.
We're going to do that. We're going to have the podcast, the website. I'm going to make us a YouTube channel for it as well and upload the video. It's going to be a whole thing.
I really hope my parents don't find that YouTube channel.
Well, I don't know how they would if you didn't tell them, unless one of your parents is searching 6-inch on YouTube.
Yeah, to be fair, the extent of my parents' YouTube is just listening to, like, mantras. Like,
oh, really?
Like Hindu mantras or, like, meditation beats.
Hell yeah.
You know, when I'm at home, my mom, our smart TV has YouTube on it, and she just has it running on, like, meditation style, like, hymns and stuff, like, all day.
All day?
All day.
Does she meditate?
She does, but not all day.
Interesting. It's pretty calming to have on.
But even when we're not at home, when no one's at home, she keeps it on.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. She's really doing the Lord's work for those YouTube uploaders, though.
Yeah, she's doing a lot, man. My mom.
Does your mom use YouTube Premium?
No.
What? So she's listening to meditation sounds with ads playing?
Probably.
That's insanity. I don't know how people do it with YouTube ads, man.
Dude, for someone who is on YouTube 95% of my day, I still haven't gotten YouTube Premium.
You really should, bro.
YouTube Red.
I've been
I really should. I really, really should. Every time an ad comes on, I'm like, this is beneath me.
It's for savages.
It's
every time I've had YouTube Red since it was YouTube Red, and it was only $11 a month. Now it's 16 or some shit like that. But I'm grandfathered in. Still at the same price, thank God. I'm shocked, honestly, that they haven't increased it.
I wonder how long I'm grandfathered into this 24-hour fitness membership. Because I really hope this could be a forever thing, but I doubt it.
Fingers crossed. But yeah, I mean, you should check your contract. There's probably like a window.
I'm gonna switch gyms anyway.
Well, I mean, fingers crossed, once one of us buys a house, we'll just build a gym.
Yeah, that's really the vibe.
Yeah.
I do want to go to a grungy gym, though. Or
I'd
like
love to do
a
that,
local gym owned by somebody who was like a fitness enthusiast.
Houston has a lot of that.
There's so many. Just not that many in the loop.
Yeah.
And we're in the loop.
Yeah, the loop is too expensive for most of those people.
Yeah, there's one downtown called like Be Fit or whatever. That's actually pretty nice, but it's like almost $50 a month.
It's what you're I mean, it's not what you're paying in 24, but it's what you're going to pay if they ever change your rate.
Yeah, but also the drive there is a little longer too. And there's a lot of factors that I'm considering.
The convenience of a place like 24 is really hard to match, especially with a one-time operation.
But yeah, I just want to go to a gym where it's like good vibes.
Yeah.
I feel like no commercial gym I've ever been into.
I mean, I think the vibes at the 24 we go to are pretty decent.
They're decent, but they could definitely be better.
Yeah.
Every time we go to Alpha
There were less girls there.
Yeah.
Every
time we've gone to Alpha Elite, it's been so fun, like nice.
It's like being at a rave.
Yeah.
Like everyone's there for the same reason. It's a good vibe. Everyone knows what's up.
Yeah. And nobody's annoying or weird or creepy.
Yeah. Or old.
That's really it. Yeah. The old creepy dudes at commercial gyms really.
Yeah. They really ruin everything.
They don't even. It's weird because like they're not even like staring at me. But
they're just around.
But you can like feel them staring at other people.
Yeah.
And it's like secondhand.
Yeah. Honestly, dude, if you're over 30, get out of the gym.
Get your own gym.
Yeah.
You should.
Why don't you have a house?
You should have a house with a whole gym.
Why can't you just drop $1,000 on a home gym and get the fuck out of here, dude? God, we're alienating everyone in this first episode. It's fine. The only people who will be left are the ones with good senses of humor.
Yeah. Under the age of 30.
Yeah, if you're older than 30, don't fucking listen to this.
Yeah, you fucking millennials.
Yeah. I only get this for 2 more years. Really, 1 more year.
Yeah, you're turning 29 soon,
yeah,
dude.
God, bro. Fucking Lord help me.
What are you doing for your birthday?
Being sad. That's it, really. I don't have any plans, bro. I'm kind of notoriously not a person who celebrates birthdays.
I am also notoriously not a person who celebrates birthdays.
That's why we live together, dude.
I grew up with a summer birthday. I mean, you were also Thanksgiving time.
Yes.
Right? So
yeah, 5 days after.
So during like your primary years.
And also a month before Christmas.
Yeah. During your school years, before everybody had phones, before everybody could communicate and talk online. During the summer, which is when my birthday was, or during holiday breaks.
Yeah.
Your birthday was. Nobody would do anything.
Yeah.
You would hang out with your family.
Yeah.
Or people in your neighborhood, but I mostly lived in apartment complexes growing up, so for my whole life, never celebrated a birthday.
That's interesting. I never really thought about that as being a factor, but you're totally right.
Never.
If you're not like in school around friends when your birthday comes around, it really changes it. Yeah. I mean, I've always had birthday parties growing up, but I mean, and that was fine. Whatever. I have a big, like my family is big and likes to party. But I don't. I mean, I do. I like to party, but not
with your family.
With my family. Yeah. I like to go to raves.
Yeah.
I mean, when I was younger, I really actually really, really liked partying with my family. Like hanging out in the garage and just being part of what was going on. Yeah. Even though I wasn't drinking back then at all. But now, bro, just like, I don't know, the logic behind celebrating birthdays, it just seems so arbitrary.
Yeah. I mean, the older you get, the less
you should be excited.
Or you should be celebrating, because it's really just a day that you were born.
It's just a day,
It's just
bro.
a day.
It's not, it's so without real significance.
Yeah.
And I talk to people about that, and they get so mad at me. And I'm like, dude, I'm not saying you are insignificant. I'm just saying
The day that you came out the womb is so insignificant.
And it's also
because it was going to happen eventually.
It's not like we're literally reliving that day.
Yeah. You don't even remember that
We're
day.
just calling this that day, but it's only that day on a calendar, bro.
It's to keep track of your health.
The Earth isn't even in the same place it was when you were born. We're millions of miles away from there.
Yeah.
So anyway, birthdays are ridiculous.
Birthdays are weird. I had a friend tell me that birthdays aren't so much about you. They're more about how your friends feel about you. And I was like, that is such a toxic way of looking. It's like, if you had good friends.
He's like, you know what, bro? It's not about you.
They would be like, because I was very adamant. I was like, I don't really want to do anything for my birthday. And she was like, oh, but everyone says they don't want anything for their birthday, but they really mean. And I was like, no.
Yeah.
I really don't want.
Yeah. Like, no, I'm an adult. I'll tell you.
Yeah. And she was like, well, if you had really good friends, they would plan something out for you. And I was like, that's so much pressure you're putting on.
Yeah. On my friends.
I'm putting on to my friends.
Uh-huh.
It's like, this is just, to them, this is nothing.
Yeah.
Like, if anything, if it had any significance, it should only have significance for you.
Right. Yeah.
Because it's your day.
Yeah.
The day that you were born. My friends should not be celebrating the day that I was born.
But there is a big thing.
There is.
Among these idiots who celebrate birthdays that, like, bro, I have gotten in trouble for forgetting people's birthdays.
Yes. I don't even.
Why would I ever know when you were born, dude? Why would I know
Why would I care?
Why would I ever care?
Why would I care?
I don't,
I think
bro.
the only people that should care are your parents.
Yeah.
Or your mom.
Even then, they probably forget.
Dude, my mom called me the other day. She thought I was my brother. She's like, oh. She called me. She was like, are you going to make any food before I come home, or should I pick food up? And I was like, what?
Y'all's names aren't even similar.
They're not. And she, like, kept up the conversation. She was like, did you go grocery shopping yesterday? And I was like, I mean, I did, but, I mean, what? And she was like, can you cook anything? And I was like, what are you talking
Do you
about?
think she was pranking you?
No, because, like, a minute later she realized, and she's like, oh, I thought I was calling your brother.
That's hilarious.
And I was like,
what's your brother's name?
Atish.
Yeah, not similar at all.
No, not at all.
Barely shares one letter. Okay, so we were in the middle of a riveting podcast, and then GarageBand decided
To cut us off.
yeah, I guess 64 minutes is as long as we're allowed to be interested in things. But I mean, should we dive back into it, or should we call it?
It seems like we could probably call it now.
Okay,
That was a good first episode.
yeah, it's a good first episode. Thanks for watching, guys. We're gonna edit this bad boy together. I'm gonna put it on the YouTube channel. I'm also gonna figure out how to put podcasts on podcast stuff and host podcast stuff, and it's gonna be great.
It's gonna be great, and it's only gonna get better from here.
Yeah, it's gonna get a lot better. Next week we're gonna have strippers.
Yeah.
Over here.
Midget strippers.
Yeah, small strippers.
6-inch strippers.
Okay, we'll talk to you guys later. Bye.
Peace.